Today I'm going to make liver pâté. This is one of my favorite recipes for getting in the superfood of liver. So liver is a food that was part of traditional diets, but a lot of us are not very familiar with eating it today, and we may be a little intimidated by the flavor. So making it into liver pâté is a really delicious way to eat liver. Liver is packed with nutrition. It's a wonderful source of folate, of vitamin B12, and also rich in iron and choline as well. So today I'm going to use some beef liver. You can also use chicken liver or other sorts of liver. You do want to get a grass-fed organic liver, however, so that you know that the animals were out on pasture eating their natural diets. So to get started, I'm going to heat my pan over here over medium-high heat. And I've got some butter in there. And I'm going to start with chopping some onions. So adding things like onions, garlic, we're going to add some herbs and vinegars. These will all add really nice flavors and help to mask that liver flavor that some people aren't so fond of. These will all be getting blended in the food processor, so I don't need to worry about chopping things very tidily. My onion's all chopped now, and I'm going to go ahead and add it to the pan. And I'll let that cook until it begins to soften, and then I'll add the other ingredients. While the onions are softening, I'm going to go ahead and crush some garlic cloves. I have this nifty little device for crushing garlic, sort of like a little grater, but you can use a garlic press as well, or you can mince it. So the onions are looking softer now, and they're starting to become a little bit translucent. So I'm going to go ahead and add the liver now. So I've chopped this into small chunks. I find it easier to cut liver when it's still partially frozen, so I like to let it thaw just partially, then cut it into chunks. I'm going to let that cook a bit, and then I'll add the seasonings. The liver is starting to brown, so now I'm going to add that crushed garlic. I'll give that a stir. I'm also going to add some mustard. The herbs that I'm going to use are rosemary and thyme, and you could use fresh as well, but I'm going to use dried today. I'll add some salt and pepper. Finally, I'm going to add some vinegars. So you could use different sorts of vinegars. The one I'm going to use today are a white wine vinegar, and I also have some apple cider vinegar. I've also used coconut vinegar or even balsamic vinegar. Anything like that will be nice. smelling really lovely and fragrant from those herbs and vinegars. And I'm just going to let it cook until the liver is all well browned. And if I cut into a piece, it will be cooked through but still a bit pink on the inside. Once the liver is done cooking, I'm going to let it cool pretty much completely before blending it into the pâté. The liver has cooled now. It's smelling really good. And I'm going to go ahead and put it in the food processor. I'll season it with some more salt and pepper. And I'm going to add some chopped butter. This will make it really rich and lovely and creamy. And now I'll blend it up until it's nice and smooth, scraping down the sides of the processor as needed. Alright, this is nice and smooth, and I'll transfer it into this dish. And then I'll let it cool in the fridge, let it chill, and it will firm up as the butter cools. The pâté will become firmer and a nice spreadable consistency. I like to serve this liver pâté as part of a meal along with lots of vegetables. It can be used as a spread on crackers, or you can dip veggie sticks into it, or even put it in a wrap. This is a wonderful way to introduce the nutrient-dense superfood that is liver into your diet. I hope you give it a try and enjoy it.